Hey everyone, this is MC. Welcome to my class. In this video I will be teaching you different types of scissor handles, and we'll start with opposing symmetrical. Opposing grip is when the rings of your handle are opposing to each other, or symmetrical. This is the oldest and the least ergonomic, and it causes your elbow to elevate more than needed. Basically what that does, when you want to use them, it causes your elbow to elevate high, causes your shoulder to elevate, and it causes overextension of your wrist. It's the least ergonomic and the least practical for barbers. So that is your offset grip. Hey everyone, this is MC Barber. Welcome to my class. In this video we'll talk about different types of hand grips. Here we have opposing or symmetrical grip. What that means, basically the rings of your scissor handles are opposing to each other, or they are symmetrical. This is the oldest and the least ergonomic. Causes elbow to elevate more than needed. Basically when you work with them, it causes your elbow to elevate high, your shoulder as well, and overextends your wrist as well here. So this is a very impractical grip. It makes you work harder, and that is your opposing grip. Let's move to the offset grip. This is offset grip. Here I have a scissors with an offset grip. Basically the thumb handle, which is the ring here, is shorter than the finger handle. It's shorter than this one, so as you can see they are offset. This one is shorter than this one. Okay, reduces overextension of your thumb and wrist motion. So when you work here, you don't have to overextend like you would in the other one. All right, and of your wrist, it rather keeps your hand pretty straight here. Right, relaxes the elbow and the wrist. So as I said, it relaxes your wrist and also relaxes your elbow. Has the best ergonomics and is the most practical of all handles. So here it has very good ergonomics. You can work in any way you want with it, and that is your offset handle. Let's move to the one. This is MC Barber. Welcome to my class. In this video, thumb. So allows thumb to rotate while keeping your grip. So basically you have a grip here. You can move to any position, whether you are cutting this way, this way, this way, any way. You don't even have to take your thumb out. You can simply keep your thumb here and do any technique that you are trying to do. Keeps your elbow down. So let's say if you want to cut at this position, it kind of keeps your elbow down, so you can still cut here, right, without raising your elbow. Less strain on your wrist and on your hand. Less strain on your wrist and on your hand. So versus, for example, watch, if I have a swivel here. If I was to cut at this level with swivel, look at my shoulder stays down. Let's take the opposing grip. See, you have to elevate your shoulder here. To cut lower, you gotta see there is a lot of strain here, right here. But the way I actually cut, which I will be teaching you when it comes to scissor techniques, I'll drop them this way. So I actually cut this way if I'm cutting here. So here, to use this one, look where you gotta go. So you have opposing grip, you have swivel, you actually do release strain on your hand, and then you have offset. All right, so that is a swivel for you. Allows you to keep your thumb while you're rotating here. keeps your elbow down, less strain on your wrist and on your thumb. All right. However, to say what for me personally, when you use this particular handle, is like driving bicycle all your life with the training wheels. All right. So that concludes our lesson on the different type of handles. We said that we have opposing grip, we have offset, and we have swivel. Which one do you choose? Well, we are still not there. Next class will be different type of materials for your scissors. Hey everyone, this is MC. Welcome to my class. In this video, I will be teaching you about different type of materials that scissors are made of. So what should you be looking for and what type of questions should you be asking the sellers when you are buying scissors? Well, I only have 5 here different type of materials that scissors are made from. There are a lot more out there. I just went from the cheapest to the most expensive, and I just selected few of them. So here we have 420 surgical steel. 420 is actually the cheapest steel that they actually make scissors from. Usually they make bevel scissors from it. So the bevel scissors, the way they are made, they are kind of flat, they are thick, and they are durable. So I guess that's why they chose this particular steel. Scissors made from this type of steel usually are not very expensive whatsoever. They go anywhere from $10 to $50, maybe a few dollars more, but relatively very cheap. And again, they are bevel edge scissors. Then we have 440C. You also have 440A and B, but C is actually the better of 3. So I would say that any good scissor starts from 440C. That particular, the blades that are made from that particular steel are usually convex edge. And then you have VG10, which is slightly better than 440C. And then Hitachi ATS 314. Well, when it comes to convex edge, it's really Japanese and Germans. However, Japanese have slight edge over Germans. And since we do know that Hitachi ATS 314 is the best Japanese steel, for scissors at least, any good scissors, really if you are looking for a top line, you should be asking for Hitachi ATS 314 steel. But now the scissors made from this steel go anywhere from $400 to $1,000. I guess it depends on the company that makes them. I do have a pair of scissors here that they claim they were made from Hitachi ATS 314. But anything more than $1,000, really you are not paying for any type of quality. You are just paying for the name. So if you are really looking for a good quality of materials the scissors are made of, I definitely go for Hitachi ATS 314. And obviously that will be a Japanese scissor. We also have here Damascus Steel with a big question mark. Why did I put a question mark on this one? Well, I've been to hair shows where I've seen scissors that they are selling. They claim that they are made from Damascus Steel. And they are quite expensive. We're talking about $2,000, $3,000. Very expensive. And then I did a little research on Damascus Steel. According to the research online, I found that this particular steel is actually not made since 18th century. So I really don't know if there is such a thing as a Damascus steel or not. But all I'm saying is, if you are willing to spend $2,000–3,000 for scissors, you should really research whether this steel exists or not, because they are very expensive, and according to my research, the steel doesn't even exist. So basically that's what it is. I just put a few different type of materials here that the scissors are made of. This is where you can start from when you are looking for your scissors. And just to say, $420, if the scissors are made from that, you shouldn't pay more than $50. And if you are buying scissors that are made from Hitachi ATS 314, really more than $800–900,000 maximum. Anything more than that, you are just paying for the name. And I know there are companies out there that sell scissors for $1,500, $2,000, and so on and so forth. Alright, so that concludes my class on different type of materials. Thanks for watching. Hey everyone, this is MC here. In this video I'm going to talk about how to actually choose your scissors. Choosing your scissors. So far we talked about different type of blades, different type of handles, and here we have the size. Alright, so let's go back to the blades, okay? When it comes to the blades, we have a bevel, convex, and semi-convex. I highlighted convex here, and the reason I highlighted convex because that's the type of blade that I chose for myself. Alright, so to sum it up quickly, I don't use bevel or semi-convex, which I have here. Bevel and semi-convex. The reason I don't use them because they limit me to what I can do with the scissors. I cannot do certain techniques, especially advanced techniques with them, such as slide cutting, slithering, backhand cutting, and so on and so forth. And also they always come with opposing grip. I haven't seen this type of blades on with other than opposing grip. So that's why I didn't choose them. The reason I chose convex, very simple. They don't limit me to anything I can do with scissors. I can do anything I want. Any technique, basic, advanced technique, you can do it. Yes, they are slightly fragile. Yes, they are a lot more expensive. But they don't limit you. You can go to the roof with them. Anything you want to do, there is no limit to it. Okay, then we talked about different handles. Again, here I pick offset. Why did I choose offset? Well, for a few reasons. Offset have extremely good ergonomics. They are very easy on my hand. They are easy on my wrist, easy on my shoulder, elbow, easy on my shoulder. Basically, they are giving me better chance to stay longer in the industry. Using opposing grip gives me a lot of strain on my wrist, my elbow, my shoulder. It is very old, opposing grip is, and it doesn't have good ergonomics whatsoever. There are actually certain techniques that I cannot execute very good with them because they don't have the ergonomics. And then we also talked about swivel. Why don't I use swivel? Why I'm not a fan of the swivel? As when I talked about swivel, it's just like riding a bicycle all your life with the training wheels. And also, just not for me. Alright? Now when it comes for sizes, what size do you use for scissor? Well, I used 5.75, I use 6, I use 6.5, I use 7. Now, I found out me personally as a barber that 6.5 size is the most ideal size for scissors. You can execute every technique with ease, whether it's a scissor over comb, whether it's a point cutting, whether it's blunt cutting, slide cutting, backhand cutting, any technique with ease with 6.5. Less than that, I found out they are short for certain techniques. Bigger scissors than that, I find it difficult myself to control them, especially when I do certain techniques. So I definitely choose 6. I personally believe between 6 and 6.5 is the right size for the barbers. Depends on the size of your hand. And for the stylist, according to my research, it says that it's anywhere between 5.5 to 6. So that's about it when it comes to the how to choose your scissors. Definitely convex, definitely offset, and the size really depends on your hand. For barbers, for majority, I believe it's for male at least it's 6.5. For female, since they have slightly smaller hands, probably 6, maybe even 5.75. Alright, so that's about it. Thanks for watching. MC Barber here. I'll see you in my next video. Hey everyone, this is MC. Welcome to my class. In this video, I'll be teaching you how to maintain your scissors. Well, maintaining your scissors is very important, especially if you have expensive scissors, you want to take care of them. But it's also very simple. There is really not much to it. So basically what we have here, use a soft cloth to wipe them. So when you buy actually kind of expensive scissors, when you spend $400 or $500 for scissors, they have a courtesy of actually giving you a piece of cloth. Where actually this is some actually leather that you can use to place your scissors on, and also to wipe your scissors with. So it's simple. You just wipe your scissors. Alright. And that's about it. You just wipe them with a cloth. Then at the end of the day, oil the blades and the screw. The way you oil the blades and the scissor is pretty simple. You have oil, you drop about 2 drops at the screw here, and then just keep opening and closing your scissors like this for about 20-30 seconds. And if there is any hair in the screw, it will actually come out. It will oil the screw pretty good. And then just place a line of oil on the blade like that. Open and close your scissors. And that's about it. They are oiled now. At the end of the day, just dry them place them in a dry place. When it comes to sharpening, you sharpen them about 2-3 times maximum a year. You really don't need to sharpen them any more than that, especially if you are using them on a clean hair. You can use them on the wet or dry hair, it doesn't matter, it depends actually on the scissors, but pretty much all scissors are for both. And that's about it. So keep maintaining your scissors. They'll last you a long time. Do not just leave them dirty and place them anywhere. Thanks for watching. Until next time.